In the vast, ever-watchful eye of surveillance, millions of cameras record our world every single second. Most of the footage is mundane, capturing the ordinary rhythm of daily life. But every now and then, they capture something truly inexplicable, something that defies logic and sends a chill down the spine of anyone who watches. These are the moments that, once uploaded, spread like wildfire across the internet, leaving viewers shocked, bewildered, and hungry for answers. Today, we will be diving deep into the digital archives to uncover 5 of the most shocking real CCTV moments that have captured the internet's attention and refused to let go. From ghostly apparitions to unbelievable feats of chance, these clips challenge our understanding of the world. Prepare yourself, because what you are about to see is real, raw, and utterly unforgettable. Our first piece of footage comes from a quiet, unassuming convenience store in the heart of Malaysia. Late one night, the lone cashier was going about his duties, restocking shelves under the stark fluorescent lights. The store's CCTV, a standard fixture, was rolling as usual. Suddenly, a display of snacks near the back of the store violently shakes, and products begin flying off the shelves as if thrown by an unseen force. The cashier, startled by the noise, cautiously walks over to investigate. He finds the aisle in disarray, with chips and crackers scattered across the floor. As he begins to clean up the mess, a second, more violent event occurs. A heavy rack of bottled drinks a few feet away from him topples over with a deafening crash, narrowly missing him. The footage shows no one else in the aisle, no strings, no discernible cause for the chaos. When this clip hit the internet, it sparked a massive debate. Skeptics tried to explain it away with theories of vibrations from passing trucks or a cleverly staged prank. However, paranormal enthusiasts were convinced it was a classic case of a poltergeist, an invisible entity lashing out. The store owner later claimed that strange occurrences had been happening for weeks, but this was the first time they were captured so vividly on camera. The fear on the cashier's face is palpable, a raw human reaction to something he simply cannot explain. Next, we travel to a busy intersection in an unnamed city in Eastern Europe. The dashcam footage, captured from a vehicle waiting at a red light, shows a typical urban scene: cars passing, pedestrians crossing. The light turns green and the car begins to move forward. Out of nowhere, a cyclist pedals into the intersection, directly into the path of a large, fast-moving truck. A collision seems absolutely inevitable. Viewers hold their breath, bracing for a tragic impact. But then, something impossible happens. In a blur of motion, a figure appears from the right side of the screen, moving at a speed that seems almost inhuman. This mysterious person grabs the cyclist, pulling them and their bike out of the truck's path in the literal blink of an eye, just milliseconds before impact. The truck blares its horn and speeds past the spot where the cyclist would have been. The figure and the cyclist are momentarily enveloped in a flash of light, and then they are gone. The footage is so fast, so surreal, that it has been analyzed frame by thousands online. Theories range from a well-executed video edit to a more fantastical explanation, a time traveler, or even an angel. The sheer speed and the mysterious flash of light make it one of the most debated clips of its kind, a moment of impossible salvation caught on a simple dashcam. Our third case takes us to the historic city of Savannah, Georgia, a place renowned for its ghost stories and haunted locations. This footage was captured by a security camera mounted outside a historic inn. The camera overlooks a cobblestone alleyway, usually empty late at night. On this particular evening, the footage is still and quiet for hours. Then, around 3 a.m., a faint, shadowy figure begins to materialize in the middle of the alley. It's not a person walking into frame. It appears to form out of the thin air itself. The shape slowly solidifies into the distinct silhouette of a tall man wearing what appears to be 19th century attire, complete with a top hat. The figure stands motionless for nearly a minute, a dark, silent sentinel in the dead of night. Then, as slowly as it appeared, it begins to fade, dematerializing until the alleyway is empty once more. The inn's owners shared the footage, claiming it was proof of the ghost of a man who, according to local legend, had perished near that very spot over a century ago. Skeptics argue it could be a digital glitch, a trick of light and shadow, or even a clever projection. But the clarity of the figure and the slow, deliberate way it appears and disappears have made believers out of many, cementing its status as one of the most compelling pieces of ghost footage ever recorded. From the supernatural to the astonishingly lucky, our fourth clip comes from a traffic camera in China. It shows a pedestrian calmly walking on a sidewalk next to a busy road. Suddenly, a car loses control on the wet street, spinning wildly. At the same time, from the opposite direction, a large truck also swerves to avoid another vehicle. The two vehicles are on a collision course, and the unsuspecting pedestrian is standing at the exact point where they are about to meet. In a heart-stopping sequence, the spinning car and the swerving truck converge on the man. But in a one-in-a-billion twist of fate, the man is standing in the only survivable sliver of space. The car's rear end swings around him on one side, while the truck's trailer passes inches from his other side, effectively creating a tiny, momentary pocket of safety. The man, seemingly frozen in place by shock, is completely untouched. He barely flinches as the two massive vehicles miss him by a hair's breadth. After the chaos subsides, he simply turns, looks at the near miss, and calmly continues walking as if nothing happened. The internet dubbed him the calmest man in the world, and the video became a viral sensation, a stunning testament to the unpredictable nature of luck and the fine line between life and catastrophe. Our final piece of footage is perhaps the most unsettling. It originates from a baby monitor in a suburban home in the United States. A young couple had set up the camera to watch over their toddler as she slept. For several nights, they noticed their daughter would wake up crying, pointing to the edge of her crib. Curious and concerned, they reviewed the footage. What they found was deeply disturbing. In the grainy black and white video, the child is sleeping peacefully. Then a faint, pale orb of light appears in the room, hovering near the ceiling. It moves slowly, deliberately, before descending towards the crib. As it gets closer, it seems to take on a more defined, almost face-like shape. The most chilling moment comes when the shape appears to hover directly over the sleeping child. At that exact moment, the toddler wakes up, visibly distressed, and begins to cry. The orb of light then darts away and vanishes as quickly as it appeared. The parents, terrified, shared the video on a parenting forum, seeking advice. It quickly spread to paranormal investigation websites. While some suggested it could be dust particles or an insect close to the lens, many were convinced it was something paranormal, a spirit visiting the child. The combination of a vulnerable, sleeping baby and the inexplicable, watching presence makes this one of the most chilling pieces of found footage on the internet. From poltergeists in Malaysia to guardian angels on European streets, from ghostly figures in Savannah to near-impossible escapes in China and spectral visitors. In a child's nursery, these 5 clips represent just a fraction of the unexplained phenomena captured by our ever-watchful cameras. They serve as a stark reminder that even in our modern, well-documented world, there are still mysteries that defy easy explanation. They challenge our perceptions and force us to question what is real. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, you cannot deny the power of these images to shock, to mystify, and to stay with you long after you've looked away. What do you think is happening in these clips? A hoax, a glitch, or a genuine glimpse into the unknown? Let us know your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoy exploring the mysteries that hide in plain sight, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the unexplained. Thank you for watching, stay curious, and stay safe.